Kenneth. How are you?
Very good, Alan. Glad to meet you.
Thanks for coming out.
Cheers, my pleasure.
So you're going into town now to perform.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what we can expect?
Yeah, tonight I've been working on a piece for the past 7 months. A piece called Whoa. I want to take it out and give it to the public tonight.
Yeah.
See what they think about it. Writing the song, the lyrics came to me. You'll hear the lyrics. They're really honest.
Okay.
They come to me straight away. The music, a different story. It took me 7 months to write the music, but that's what moves the people. That's what charges the piece, and so that's what I concentrate on.
Okay, so it's called Woe. Is there a lot of woe in your life? Is that what it's about, or?
It stemmed from an injury I've had recently. Yeah. About seven months ago, I fell into a terrible depression after a football injury. I took a football in the groin and it blew both my knees out. I've had a lot of trouble walking since then.
Yeah.
The boys on the team chucked in and got me a guitar and.
Can we have a look?
Yeah, for sure. This is my baby. Thanks, boys. Doing that for me, and it's helped out for the time I've had. Sitting around, not being able to play the sport I love.
Yeah. So, as an artist, who are your influences? Are you influenced by other artists?
Yeah. Marcel Marceau. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, like a French mime artist a couple of decades ago. Very, very inspired by him.
What inspires you about him?
Well, to tell you the truth, Alan, I don't really know much about him or his life, work, or anything. It's just I'm more inspired by his name, really, Marcel Marceau.
Yeah.
I'm also inspired by Sing Freedom Roy. Actually, I'd like to spend some of my life in a hospital recovering from malicious wounds inflicted upon me by a tiger.
All right. You're a multi-talented street performer. Yeah. Can you tell us about some of your talents?
Yeah, for
your
sure.
Different performances.
Sure. And another art that arose from the injury was Gothic poetry. I like to write now.
Okay, Gothic poetry.
And I like to take that out on the streets as well.
Yeah. Can you give us an example of?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. A piece that stemmed from the injury. I call this black football. Black football. Black football. I kick you about the field of sporting injuries. Black football.
Okay, thanks. What else do you do?
I also like to living statue art.
Yep.
One thing that disappoints me about seeing live statue art is people paint themselves up and present themselves as something unnatural. I prefer mine to be more inspired by the Lord, and I like to, go out on the street and remove my clothing and show the people what God has created with my body as the clay, and our true Creator has sculpted this.
Okay.
I can show the people, what's real about the human anatomy.
Mm-hmm. So, you play bongos?
Yeah, I love the bongos. It is not so much for the bongos for the money with the bongos. I prefer, I go out on archaeological digs of a weekend.
Yeah.
Friends with a couple of professors that work at the local university, and I found that you'd take it along just to have a bash about at lunchtime, and we discovered they were working better and digging better, enjoying their work a lot more when I was doing that, and they themselves found themselves more inspired because I was playing an instrument that the Neanderthal man that they're trying to uncover, most likely would have been playing himself.
Yeah, I see. Is there anything else?
There's a juggling. I like to juggle. That's close to my heart, that one.
Why is that?
My father raised me as a juggler.
Was he a juggler?
It's unfortunate. He suffered a terrible affliction where he could never catch a ball or throw a ball himself, and worried that his son was going to be raised with the same affliction. He made sure that didn't happen, and he brought me up as a juggler, and now through what he didn't have and what sort of brought his life down, I can now bring joy to other people's life with with what I've learnt and what my father couldn't do,
Yeah.
I can.
That's interesting about your father. Will you tell us some more about your family life and your upbringing?
Pardon?
Your family life and upbringing?
Look, Alan, it's been nice and all, but look, I spoke about this earlier, that I didn't want to talk about the family stuff. Look,
I'm sorry.
I gave you a little bit of
I
an
thought it was
insight
okay.
about
I
the
thought it was
juggling.
okay.
I told you about my father, that
Yeah.
I've gone through enough of this shit, and I told you before we even
sorry.
started this that I didn't want to talk about my family, okay?
Yeah.
And so, look, if you want to keep on doing this, go for
We're
it.
sorry.
Go for it. You do what you want, but I've got a performance to do. I've got a song to play these people, and I've spent a lot of time working on this. Not to have pukes like you fuck it up for me.
Shit.
Thanks for coming out, everyone. It's a little number I wrote. It's feeling a bit down. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa,
Next time I see you,
If I see. I love you, and I always will.